We're going to talk about a 17-year-old now, who is one of the youngest and often the only female racing driver in motorsport competitions.
It's hard enough for Chanel Drew to fit studying for her A-levels around her training. But how would she cope with driving in some of the most challenging racing conditions on Earth? Pam Caulfield went to find out.
She's just 17, but her career is moving fast. Last season, she came runner-up in the Michelin Clio Cup Series, a launchpad for many drivers. She was the youngest and the only woman on the grid. She's also managed to achieve straight A's and A stars in her GCSEs and is now studying full-time for her A-levels.
It's been really demanding. I mean, people at home, here and at college and school, never quite understood what I got up to on my weekends, never quite understood sort of the sacrifices I have to make in order to be as successful as I am now. So it's been difficult growing up in my childhood with the racing, but I wouldn't live my life any other way.
She's in the gym at least 6 times a week and has upped her training in preparation for Sweden.
So this is a massive test for my career. Being out in the freezing conditions, not in control of the car on the ice, having to learn my way around the circuit. So it's going to be a make or break challenge for us, but I'm well up for it.
First thing that hit me was the bitter cold and sort of the feeling in the air of just the wind and the freezing frostbite in the air.
It's minus 18 degrees today. She's about to drive on top of a lake covered in a foot of ice. These are some of the toughest conditions to drive in. It's where Formula One drivers come to hone their skills.
I've never felt anything like it.
Her instructor is Swedish rally champion Philip Karlsson.
You have to be really calm and soft with the steering wheel.
Judging her performance is a man who could transform her career. Impressing Graham Glue could win her vital sponsorship. He's a long-time supporter of female drivers.
How difficult is it for women to get into motorsport at the moment, though?
It's the only sport in the world, just about, that doesn't have a female category. It needs that female category to get them, to at least get the girls started. Then once they've done a championship or a series, all competing against each other, then they can go and compete against the men quite easily.
It's difficult for me growing up, not having any particular females to look up to in the motorsport industry, but I hope to be that person one day and push through and show women that you can make your own way up there.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, start.
But to make that future happen, she needs a good performance right now.
The corner, how are we looking?
Yeah, looking really good. Perfect line.
That looks fast to me. And stop. What is it? 1:21.
That's really good.
Time to swap places.
2, 1, go!
So, how will the instructor do?
Yeah.
I'm going to shock you now.
Yeah.
Same as Chanel.
From what you've seen this weekend, how do you see her career progressing?
I'd like to help her. I definitely would like to help her because she ticks all the boxes. She's going to go a long way.
A lot of racers attempt to make it in motorsport and it doesn't always succeed, but as long as you keep yourself focused on that path, anything can happen. At the moment, it's the peak time for us to try and push through. This is my time, it's now or never, and I'll do everything I can in my possibilities to try and make it happen.
Pam Caulfield, BBC News, Aura in Sweden.
Absolutely incredible what she's doing, actually, in the whole world of motorsport. Fair play to her.
Absolutely.